What's up, guys? This is Hedgehog and Kidana here, and welcome back to another video. And I need to see you try to tell me who do another cartoon creepypasta. This cartoon creepypasta we're gonna read Wile E. Coyote in the Roadrunner Lost episode. Guys, thank you for watching this episode. Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what else you're going to see in my next video. With that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video. You know, I always like that show, Looney Tunes. It was a really fun show, and a lot of stimulating material. However, what many people do not understand that there are subtle differences that made this show from awesome to horrible. I always come home from school around 4 o'clock p.m. and then I ran up to my room to watch some TV. Usually Looney Tunes would be on at the time, but they said that they were going to push Looney Tunes a few hours back. So instead of watching it at 4 o'clock, I ended up watching it at 5 o'clock. I figured, why would they push the episode back? Well, I found out once I figured it out. The Looney Tunes intro played, but it was not the same intro that we come to love either. The intro was distorted, and pictures, which happened to be from Google. These pictures were not the Looney Tunes characters, but instead it was creepy characters from the show I believe was called Teletubbies or Rocko's Modern Life. I'm not sure it's one or the other. I don't know. So once the intro was over, it faded into the road that usually showed the Roadrunner running through. But it didn't show the Roadrunner. It just showed the coyote setting up his evil scheme. So here was the gist that basically happened. A few minutes later we saw the Roadrunner running. And then all of a sudden he tripped over a log, which made him fall flat on his face. And then the Wile E. Coyote just cut the rope. And then there was a Acme weight on the rope. He cut the rope and then slammed down on the Roadrunner. And then we heard the coyote talk for the first time. He said, "Ha ha ha, after all these years I finally caught you, you little bitch." Unfortunately, that was not the end of the episode. Not at all. And then we see the coyote eating the Roadrunner, and then he did something that I thought he'd never do, considering that he was my favorite character. It turned out that he killed himself by creating a noose from the cliff. And it turned out that he actually committed suicide. I felt sorry for the coyote. I feel sorry for the coyote that he had to do that. But still, it was a whole another 30 minutes to go. I watched the rest of the episode, and that's when bad things begin to happen. The next segment was about Tweety and Sylvester. Sylvester was another one of my favorite characters. Then we see Tweety holding a gun to Sylvester's head, and the realistic blood spewed out from the cat's neck. His body completely flew back. And then it cuts to Yosemite Sam. You know, the crazy guy that always says, "Dadgummit," with the orange mustache. Yeah, that character. He was also one of my most favorite characters, besides the other two. You asking whatever happened to him? Well, it turned out that he took a pistol from his holster and then popped himself on the spot. Then the same realistic blood from Yusumi's neck was in the same animation as the others. This cuts to Daffy. Now, Daffy's death was a lot more brutal than others. It turned out that Daffy drank Windex and killed himself because it was containing poison, and it turned out that he died from drinking that. Now, the last two characters is going to be something different. It cuts to Bugs' room with Bugs and Lola. Now, those two were not dead. They were actually alive. But I don't know why would they put this in a kid's show. It showed Lola and Bugs having sex in Bugs' bed. We can hear realistic moans and realistic sounds that should never be intended on making a kid's show. And then after that, the episode ended. The credits went something like this. Executive producer, Steven Hillenburg. Deion Sanders. Odell Beckham Jr. Steve Burns. Producer, Cartoon Network. Co-producer, Donovan Patton. Well, the outro was kind of weird. But one thing that really questions my mind though, why was Steven Hillenburg's name in the outro? I decided to give him a call. Steven, hello. Me. Hi. Can I ask you a question? Steven. Sure, I can answer any question. Me. Great. Why was your name in the outro of Looney Tunes, the last episode? Steven. Huh? Me. You heard me. Why was your name in the outro? Steven, fine, I'll tell you my story. After I quit working for SpongeBob, I turned to Cartoon Network and see if they're gonna hire me. Fortunately, they did hire me, have me the animator for Looney Tunes. I was working on a new episode for Looney Tunes until these two people named John and Michael told me to follow them to their office. They told me that they were animators for Looney Tunes. I was gullible and decided to go and do Looney Tunes. They took me to a storage unit. Instead of an actual office. There are a few things in the storage unit that they use for animation. They have a video recorder, a TV, a table, a lamp, a pencil, and some paper. They told me in the rudest voice ever, animate now or their life 8 hours. So I did animate that. And then they let me go free. But I didn't animate the last part. I asked, what do you mean you didn't animate the last part? Well, with that sex scene of Lola and Bugs, I did not do that part. Someone else did that part. I said, thank you, Steven. You are really a big help. He said, anytime. We hung up. And then I called Steve Burns to understand why was he in the outro. Steve. Hi. Me. Hi. Can I ask you a question? He said, of course, I'm here to answer any questions. Me. Great. Why was your name in the outro of Looney Tunes? Okay. After Steven sent me the animation on scratch paper, I decided to try and turn it into an adult form of Looney Tunes. And the sex scene, I did that because, all the movies, all the episodes have sex. I said, dude, that bestiality, you can't do that. He said in the rudest tone I ever heard, well, I don't care if you don't like it, then you should not have watched it. I was shocked. Then I hung up on him. And I called Donovan Patton, the actor who played Joe from Blue's Clues. Donovan. Hello, what did you call me for? Me. I said, why was your name in the outro? Donovan said, okay, I'll tell you, jeez. I was the one that made the sound. After Steve showed me what he had done with the last part of the scene, I did the sound animation for all of them. I said, Didn't you tell Steve that that was not appropriate? Appropriate? I said, yes, I told him that it was not appropriate, but he didn't listen. He said, he said that he wanted to make this into a golf series. And then I said, that's the same thing that Steve told me, that he wanted to make this into an adult series. Then Joe said in a regular voice, who could blame you? I don't blame him. I said, thank you. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to know. I hung up on him. And then I decided to, not to have any more further things to do besides I pay taxes. A few days later, I received something in the mail. And it was a letter from the Cartoon Network Studios. I said, I did not even contact him yet. But it was not the letter that I was hoping to get. He said, we at Cartoon Network Studios, we here at Cartoon Network Studios does not appreciate you giving away our secret. Now, since you watched the episode, we are coming for you. I hope you guys enjoyed that little cartoon creepypasta. It was kind of long, but then again kind of short. There were a lot of pretty good moments right there. I would have to give this a rating. I would say 7 out of probably 10. It was pretty good, but I read better. Yeah, this one was pretty cool. So I hope you guys like it. If you guys have, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, turn on the post notifications, and that way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, this is the Shadow the Hedgehog fan 2009 here. Signing off.